What's up, y'all? There you go. We're on Instagram. What the fuck? Let me see this shit. Is it really like this? That is. That's fucking ugly as hell. Go on it. Real quick. On the Instagram. Bits for I can't see it because I'm not on the. Let's see. Oh, there. See what the fuck? All this.
Does it look like that?
I don't know.
Looks regular?
Nah, this shit looks it's okay. Discard. Yeah, fuck it. Okay, let's do it. What's up? What's up? I'm Dai.
And I'm Jess.
Yes, we're back. We'll get into Culture Corner after sports news, so stick around for that. On Savage Sports this week,
Anthony Joshua survives fatal car crash in Nigeria, faces retirement rumors after loss of close friends. Yeah, that was some tragic stuff. And I know before we get into it, we've been gone for 2 weeks, but we're going to cover everything that happened in 2 weeks. It was the holiday season, y'all. Dang. 2025 NFL playoff predictions, upsets, MVP contenders, and wide open race for the Super Bowl 60. Inside the Las Vegas Raiders' wild 2026 coaching search, Tom Brady, top candidates, and franchise rebuild for the 11th million time.
fuck, I didn't even. Oh my god, I'm unprepared right now. Then in Culture Corner this week, Nicolás Maduro arrests, legal battles, international fallout, and political shift in Venezuela. Even Steven Starr's Universal firing sparks whistleblower debate, 2026 alcohol recession, shocking stats, industry crisis, and what's next for drinking culture. Always stay to the end for viral reviews. Let Culture Speak Alive, episode 65. Welcome back to the show.
Turn the mic on, let the culture speak. Gossip, sports talk, 7 days a week. From the courts to the streets, headlines stay bleak. Talk shows out now, let the culture peak.
We're back. A break well fucking needed. 2 weeks, catch up on sleep, catch up on other things. Jess, what's going on?
I'm tired. You know what I'm talking about? I even showed up here a little bit late because I was taking a nap. Old people things. It's 2026, y'all. Happy New Year.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Yeah.
Thanks for riding with us.
Yeah.
We appreciate it.
Everybody, all the followers and stuff. Yeah, we've been off for 2 weeks. Again, well needed. And we got to set that precedent that we're going to take our breaks no matter what, because it's holiday and October is our birthday and stuff. But yeah, a lot to get to, especially in the news that we've seen, especially with at the Joshua Anthony. We'll definitely get into that one. But yeah, anything just like bring up what's new with you, what's new during the 2 weeks. I appreciate you coming to what you always do every year. So come to the family gatherings that we have, and yeah, we had a good time.
Bringing the new year lit as hell. Not really. Just has been, you know, we live in California. It's still cold as hell. My bones hurt. I don't really be going outside like that. I got to stay in house under my heated blanket.
Right.
This is a different type of cold. It hurts. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah. It was raining too, so yeah. Catching up on sleep. I've been studying a lot about law and everything, just like trying to get my mind wrapped around it, and it's clicking. A lot of stuff that I will bring up throughout the news that we're going to be talking about. So, yeah, stay tuned for that.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, we break down the news, add context, and give our honest take to spark discussions for educational and entertainment purposes. Share your thoughts, like this episode, and follow our channel. It's for free.
For free.
Yeah. Sign up for a chance to win free merch. QR code at the end of the show. And if we do get to 500, who knows? Maybe that one person that signed up, or me or Jess, will get this jacket, shirt that we're gonna fucking make. But yeah. But first, this show is powered by Ecamm Live. We partnered with them for live streaming. Ecamm Live is a top-tier Mac software built for creators, professionals, and businesses. It features multi-camera support, real-time camera switching, screen sharing, overlays, and integrated audience comments. The intuitive interface makes streaming, recording, podcasting, and presenting simple with seamless integration across all platforms like Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Ecamm Live is the go-to solution for producing high-quality live broadcasts. Start your free 14-day trial today by clicking the link provided or the QR code. Appreciate it. Support us so we can support you guys. Yeah, use the referral code LCS at checkout to let them know we sent you. Oh, fuck. Go ahead. Oh, yeah.
It's you.
Anthony Joshua. Okay, guys. Anthony Joshua's world changed on December 29, 2025, when a speeding Lexus SUV he was riding in crashed into a parked truck on Nigeria's Lagos Ibadan Expressway. The accident killed his close friends and team members, Latif Ayodele and Sinagami, and left Joshua with minor injuries. The driver, Ndenel Mabolalji Coyote, was charged with causing death by dangerous driving and driving without a license, highlighting Nigeria's ongoing road safety crisis, which saw over 5,400 deaths in 2024 alone. Joshua was released from the hospital on December 31st, attended his friend's funeral, and posted a somber My Brother's Keeper tribute online. As fans wondered about his boxing future, Joshua's uncle claimed the fighter told his family he intends to retire. Although AJ himself hasn't confirmed this, will Joshua fight on after such a devastating loss? Can he return to the ring against Tyson Fury without his longtime teams? The world is watching as one of boxing's biggest names now faces life's toughest questions. Well, I never heard of him until like the Jake Paul, so he is now a household name after that fight. And yeah, sad. And me and Jess were talking offline our thoughts on the whole thing. For me, it was like a coincidence. Like, you were gonna put your name, this is just my opinion, that you're gonna put your name out there, you're gonna be on this huge stage with Jake Paul, who is a huge, manipulator, like promoter, boxer, that gets everyone hyped onto his shows. And there's you get a little, but you gotta lose something type of thing. Do you know what I mean? I want to say sacrifice, but like I don't want to say sacrifice because it is troubling and it sucks and it hurts, and I'm not gonna off of his feelings and stuff, because that was a real situation that he went through. But that's just how I see it, a coincidence, and a lot of people in the conspiracies have seen it that way too. So I don't know. What do you think, Jess?
Man, I told you before, I told you again, continue to tell you, we in this world, this big stage, crazier things have happened. You know what I mean? Like, it's like to me, it's just the unknown. I'm not going to say whether I'm riding with that or not, because at the end of the day, we don't know. We never going to know. It's always, life is going to be a cliffhanger forever. Mm-hmm. But I have an open mind. You know what I mean? Like like I said, stranger things have happened. Like I have an open mind. I'm open to all theories.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's interesting to hear, but still R.I.P. to him, to his friends, brothers,
Yeah.
Prayers to the family for having to deal with that. And hopefully that's not what it was.
Yeah. Yeah.
But we've seen time and time again when somebody reaches a certain level of popularity in the entertainment world, people close to them tend to.
Yeah, and that's not the craziest thing to say because it's ultimately true. When you hear about a lot of things that these celebrities go through, and all of a sudden their mom died, their brother died, they got shot, something happened, and it's not out that realm that, yeah, when you get a certain percentage of the population of being rich and stuff, that it tends to happen a lot, and it's a coincidence. The first time I saw it, that's the thing. But yeah, sad. I don't want to like belittle the whole situation because it's sad to lose someone like that. It is sad. But Nigeria recorded 5,421 road deaths, up to 340 from 2023, and that's crazy, especially on a highway like that. If you saw the pictures that you were telling me that they switched in a video that they show.
Yeah, supposedly there's I don't know what's true and what's not. There's a lot of information that always gets out when stuff just happens, but supposedly he was in the front and the driver said, I can't see past you. I can't see out my side mirror. Like, you're blocking my view. Just get in the back. And so
Oh, shit.
AJ had to get switched and sat in the back as opposed to being in the passenger. That is what I heard when it first happened. I don't know how true that is. A whole bunch of things come out when it happens. So I don't know.
Oh, my God. That's wild.
But if that did happen, that's, dang.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That is literally insane. So,
and like, you can't vet the driver also that is driving too. Like, would you? I don't know, and I don't know the laws and stuff and how lax they are with licenses and everything. But like, getting in a car with someone with no license and the record that the guy has, I wouldn't be. For me, I wouldn't even. But I don't know. It probably happens so quick that you just don't think about it like that. Joshua's uncle, Adidamola Joshua, claims AJ has privately decided to retire. The driver's Ndiani Coyote was granted bail at 5 million naira. Damn, that's like 2,000, I think. I don't know. Floral tributes have been left at Gami's gym in North London. Joshua's last fight was a KO win over Jake Paul in Miami. And when we did that episode, we saw the last couple minutes of him losing. So, and yeah, we were excited. We were definitely excited. Like, yeah, finally, And then this happens and fucking sucks ass, for sure. Closing thoughts, moral, positive notes.
Like I said, RIP to the family. Prayers out to the friends and the families of those people. And still, we're not saying that's what happened, but we're just saying we see why those theories have come about because it just seems to happen often. So it's like not far-fetched that the people are throwing out these theories around this situation. That's all. You would hope that's not true because, like I said, at the end of the day, we don't know. It's just opinionated.
Yeah.
And we hope that everybody could heal from that. Yeah. And you never truly do from people you lose out of your life,
and that it's understandable that he wouldn't continue fighting just because of that situation. It is traumatizing with the people you build up with, and then lose it in a quick fucking second. Like, yeah, a lot can fucking happen, and you don't think about it and shit like that.
That could change a person, honestly. Like he literally witnessed his close friends pass away.
True.
He's a different person from that day moving forward.
Comment below your thoughts. Prayers to him, and people. Conspiracies about it. All you could really do is say your prayers, think about it, and just keep it to yourself at the end of the day, pretty much. Yeah. Comment below your thoughts. We gotta move on. Raiders.
I've been talking about it all season, y'all. The Las Vegas Raiders are once again in search of a head coach after firing Pete Carroll.
Oh shit.
Again.
You stink!
Following a disastrous 3-14 season in 2025, but they do got that number one pick. You know what I'm talking about? Hey, at least they got that number one pick. If you gonna tank the right way. The team now, guided by new GM John Spytek and minority owner Tom Brady, is casting a wide net for candidates, highlighting a willingness to consider both young offensive minds and more established names. John Harbaugh and Kevin Stefanski are both considered, but insiders say neither may accept without major contract control and salary guarantees, which the Raiders are unlikely to offer. Seattle's Clint Kubiak, a rising offensive coordinator, is set to interview and is highly regarded in part due to his work with quarterbacks like Sam Darnold and former Raider quarterback Derek motherfucking Carr. Love you, Derek Carr. The offensive line remains a glaring weakness, with Spytek promising an open-minded approach to fixing it. Geno Smith's future as a veteran presence remains unclear. That man is gone. I don't see them keeping him. And Max Crosby's pass rushing powers will be crucial for any new staff. Las Vegas holds the number one overall pick in the 2026 NFL draft. You heard me? This is the second time. This is the first time they've had the first pick since that horrible pick back when we was all still real young. Y'all remember Jamarcus Russell? Yeah.
2009.
Hopefully we can, and it's a little scary because we know it's about 85-90% chance they taking a quarterback. So that scares. And, I know Raider fans is having war flashbacks. Ooh-wee. The coaching search is wide open, and with Tom Brady involved, big surprises could be on the horizon. I know there was a lot of chatter, too, towards the end of the season already, but they always going to do this around Max Crosby. They were, people were accusing the Raiders of really tanking because they shut down Brock Bowers. They put him on IR. They put... they shut Max Crosby down for the last 2 games. But both of those guys were dealing with serious, knee injuries. And so I'm like, I just didn't understand the outrage, the fake outrage. And then the media was like, I wouldn't make my star player mad. So what would y'all have been saying if the Raiders let him play them last 2 meaningless games? And he tore his ACL or something. Then y'all would have been like, and that's why y'all have a horribly run organization. Because why was he playing those meaningless games?
Yeah, they could have benched his ass. And
what are we talking about here? Are y'all stupid? What? What? What are we talking about here? He been on the injury report since the middle of the season. Of course Max Crosby gonna want to play to the end. This Max Crosby, he a dog. You hear me? Sometimes leadership gotta leadership it and shut people down. And I think they did the right call for 2 games that didn't mean nothing. They still won the last game. So, and that just also people was like, oh, y'all still would have lost if you didn't shut down Max Crosby. That wouldn't have changed anything. Exactly. So why do y'all still think they shut him down for tanking reasons? Mm-hmm. No, they shut him down because that was the right decision. What? What? People just be pissing me off.
Okay, what about coaches? What are you hearing about that? Just searching, and who is a good candidate that you would like to see?
I'm really big on the because they already. I think they interviewed him today, or they're going to. Clint Kubiak. I'm excited about that one. I don't think they're gonna mess with John Harbaugh because he won a lot of control, and with John Spytek saying already what they're going for and what they're looking for, that's not happening. Like, he wants to control like the roster decisions, coaching, like his team decisions for what coaches come in, which I think for the most part he would get that. But the whole kind of, I want to pick my own GM. That's what was one of the demands he wanted. He wants $20 million, $10 million coaching budget, and he wants to pick his GM. Well, Raiders already got their GM, and he's leading the charge right now with Tom Brady, so that's not happening. Mm-hmm. So they don't really leave him many options if that's what he wants. He's a very decorated coach. And do I think some of these teams will fire they GM to get John? Absolutely. So let's not even say that, but I don't think the Raiders are going to do that. I'm just saying isolatedly, I don't think they're going to do that. I don't know. And now they're interviewing the Browns head coach too. What's that man name? Kevin Stefanski. I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, like, he was cool. I think he was cool. Like, he's still a good coach. I'm surprised he don't want to take a break, but I don't know, man. I really don't have an opinion on anybody because as soon as we get excited about a coach, the Raiders never get them. Like, last season, we was excited about all the rumors came out about Ben Johnson possibly going to the Raiders for being a head coach. He was their number one option. Ended up being all a lie. He went to the Bears. Look at the Bears. They're in the playoffs. Like, the people that they did want, they went somewhere else, and they did excellent. You know what I mean? And it's like, damn, the Raiders going Raider.
Okay, hold that out. The Raiders led the NFL in sacks allowed, 3.8 per game, and ranked last in scoring, 14.2 PPG. I don't know, points per game.
Yeah. In
2025. Clint Kubiak's Seahawks offense ranked top 3 in NFL scoring. Tom Brady is now an active participant in coaching, hiring, a rarity among NFL minority owners. Max Crosby led all AFC defensive ends in sacks for the second straight year. Both Oregon's Dante Moore and Indiana's Fernando Mendoza are top quarterback prospects for the 2026 draft and face each other in the Peach Bowl. Anything on that last one?
Max Crosby did not do that, but it's okay. That was Myles Garrett.
Yeah.
Like you said, what you brought up about the O-line, if they don't fix the O-line, it don't matter who they get. That's it. Or they need to make sure they actually get a good O-line coach, because their O-line was abysmal, and the rumors or the allegations coming out against Pete Carroll's son saying he wasn't a very detailed guy. The offensive line was so lost that they were coming together trying to figure it out themselves without their coach because he wasn't a very detailed guy. And that sounds freaking horrible. Let's buckle up for the ride. Y'all, it's going to be an interesting off season.
Yeah.
That's all I can say right now. Let's just wait. See, we'll revisit this when the head coaches start to settle in for, when people start getting hired. I think, 8 head coaching jobs open? Oh!
Hey, she's the pro. This is her team, yo. And my team too, for sure. But this is all her. But that's your closing thoughts. Moral, positive note, problem solving, Justin. I mean, you said a good.
If they do it the right way, they find a coach that aligns with their vision. And I mean, I get the whole roster thing, but sometimes I just kind of hate it too, because I'm like, what happened to the days where the GM is the GM, the head coach is the head coach, and they focus on coaching the team, and the GM focuses on putting the right people on the team. You know what I mean? So the head coach can focus on, the team winning games. Like, I always feel like when coaches come out with those demands of, I need to have control of who gets picked as the players and this and that and the third. Like, I understand having like some input, but I just feel like that never really pans out when you give a coach that much control. Because I feel like that's like, now they're getting off focus. Like, I don't know. I be feeling like it's just too much on their plate when they trying to do the GM's job too. Like, I'm like, don't y'all got a GM for a reason? Like, if everybody played a part, I feel like that would work out better. But I don't know. They the experts.
I mean, if you get a bunch of men, they're going to definitely be knocking heads, even with the players too. So
this is true.
It's a whole shit. But yeah, comment below your thoughts, guys. We're going to move on. After the last story, we'll get into quickly mentioning other news you need to know. So yeah, NFL playoffs is here, guys. Let's get into that.
Oh, my bad. All right. We're here. And if you ask me what my prediction is, I still don't know.
We need it.
The 2025 NFL playoffs promise chaos and unpredictability, and that is absolutely damn correct. The Seahawks and Broncos claim number 1 seeds, each boasting elite defenses. Seattle allows the fewest points in the league, while Denver's pass rush is historic. Yet both have clear offensive lows for the Broncos. My bad. Yet both have clear vulnerabilities. Turnovers for the Seahawks and offensive lows for the Broncos. The Rams, Bears, Eagles, and Panthers fill out a wide-open NFC, with the Rams, Stafford leading the league in touchdowns. The AFC sees the Patriots, Jaguars, Texans, Steelers, and Bills, and Chargers vying to dethrone Denver and Patriots' second-year rookie Drake May and Jaguars quarterback Trevor Lawrence both surging. Wild card matchups are usually tough, with several road teams favored and analysts predicting major upsets. 5 of the 8 division champs missed the postseason last year, underscoring the league's parity. Key questions: can the Seahawks defense carry them? Will the Broncos offense step up? Could Stafford or May go on a run? Will we see another Philly miracle? With so much in flux, there's no clear favorite, just great football ahead. Do I think the Denver Broncos going to go all the way? Absolutely the fuck not. Excuse my language. I hope you watching, Adrian.
Clip.
Their defense is bomb. Don't get me wrong. But did y'all see that clinic that the Jags put against y'all? Y'all possibly might have to go up against them at one point. And the Jags offense is firing on all cylinders. And the fact that Denver's offense, they get going like towards the fourth quarter. If they're going up against a good offense that can't be shut down by the Denver Broncos defense, they are cooked. They're cooked. They're done. It's not, I mean, yes, defenses win games, but you got to put some points up on the boy starting the game. If they come out hot with their offense, oh, hell yeah. Absolutely. But Drake May and the Patriots, Jags and the and Trevor Lawrence, I don't know. They looking like I don't even know about the Bills right now, because Josh, he been hurt towards the end of this season, and they saying his foot feels the best it has felt in a while. But a lot of people saying if Josh Allen can't get to that Super Bowl this season, we don't know what to tell him. You ain't got to deal with Lamar. You ain't got to deal with Pat Mahomes. You ain't got to deal with Joe Burr. You ain't got no excuse, my boy. None. 49er fans. I'm just playing. 49er fans, they have come over some incredible adversity. But I feel the same way about them too. Their offense can fire on all cylinders. But if their offense has a slow day and they go up against a good offense, I also feel like they're cooked because their defense is handicapped right now. Like, everybody that of importance is on IR. I think with the possibility of Fred Warner coming back, that should give them a nice boost if they win this weekend, but they don't have him this weekend. They got to win without him this weekend. So if they're going up and against the offense and don't show up and try to shut them down, they also may be cooked.
Hold that thought. The Seahawks, and correct me on any of this, the Seahawks run defense allowed on NFL best 30 first downs over expectation. The Broncos finished with 68 sacks, a franchise record. Patriots quarterback Drake May led the NFL in completion percentage at 72%. The Bears led the NFL in comeback win 6 after trailing in the final 2 minutes. The Rams offensive scored 30-plus points in 10 games, most in the NFC.
I mean, sound good to me. The Rams kind of look like they was fizzling out a little bit towards the end of this season. Like, they're a little tired. But they should get a boost. They're getting Devontae Adams back this weekend, so we'll see how that goes. This weekend going to be exciting because in previous seasons, there's been like a clear-cut favorite. Like, oh, yeah, so-and-so is going to. Not this year. We don't know who winning. Like, this year is.
Right.
This year is crazy. Insane, honestly. If this is the first year that I really don't have a gauge on what's going to happen. Matter of fact, you know what? I'll give y'all this. Let me give y'all this last little thing of how I think this weekend go. And I'm done talking about this until these first wild card games happen. Rams versus Panthers, Rams win. Green Bay versus the Bears, Bears win. Bills versus Jags, Jags win. 49ers versus Eagles, 49ers win. Chargers versus Patriots, Patriots win. Texans versus Steelers, Texans win. Those are my predictions for this weekend. I think that's how it's going to go down. I know a few people, I know them Bills fans are going to be like, shut your dumb ass up. We is not going on like that. But the Jags ain't playing no games through these last few weeks. They ain't playing no games. The 49ers, I feel like they probably can take the Eagles. The Eagles, I feel like the Eagles offense hasn't been the best. I feel like they can pull that dub out. Mm-hmm. Texans defense, they've been wilding. They've been doing their thing. And I say the Rams because I feel like the Rams is going back to the Super Bowl, if we being honest. Maybe. I feel like it could come down to the Rams and the Seahawks, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. That's all I got for the playoffs. I can't wait to see the results.
Comment below your thoughts. Thank you, Jess. Wait, man, why the fuck is this not working? I don't know. This shit button is weird. I might have to fix something. But yeah, comment below your guys' thoughts. What do you guys think? Go against her in the comments. Stick with us. We'll get into Culture Corner. The alcohol decline, Maduro's arrest. A lot to get into that. Former even Steven Starr speaks out. Comment below your thoughts on that. Let me see. What I got? An electrical substation near the 49ers facility is blamed by some for their unusual high rate of Achilles and patellar ruptures, hamstring and calf tears, and high ankle injuries. No scientific evidence links low frequency EMFs to these injuries despite in the persistent conspiracy theory. Do you believe in that?
Probably not. If there's,
Yeah, no.
I just think that it's been unfortunate for them. But this kind of happened to them in the past too, just not at this rate, but
No, they said a decade, the whole decade, like their most,
since they got there, yeah, because they every season they be. I don't know. Maybe they need to change up their strength and conditioning staff. Maybe that's the problem. I don't know though. Maybe, but they've been having bad luck.
Location. Yeah. Okay. Comment below your thoughts on that. Rapper Fetty Wap was
1738
was released home confinement in Philadelphia on January 8, 2026, nearly a year early. He'll remain under federal supervision until November 2026, then serve 5 years probation. Fetty plans to focus on community initiatives and supporting youth. Hey, if you say it, you gotta do it.
I heard he was already in the studio.
Oh no, he met up with you know, the labels and stuff, and yeah. Hey man, I guess.
Hey, 2016, 2026. Let's see if we still rocking with Fetty Wap. Fetty Wappy.
Right. See if the younger generation is gonna catch on. A viral video shows a transgender person allegedly masturbating in a woman's bathroom at a California Planet Fitness. The woman who filmed it says staff were unhelpful. The incident reignited debate online about transgender access to women's spaces with reactions from singer Tish Hyman. So I saw the video, and he was just stroking that shit in there in that bathroom.
That's literally insane.
But it was like a shadow of it, but you could kind of like guess like, what are you doing, bro?
That's crazy as fuck.
Yeah. Again, we've been talking about this. Women do not feel safe with men, and we're not being bigots or anything. It's just the way we live in, how society's been going on ever since we were little, scientific wise, against men and women. That's all I'm going to say about it. Comment below your thoughts on that. A study by Concerned Women for America found about 41% of Netflix kids shows feature LGBT themes or characters. The report revealed over 300 series, sparking parent discussions about age-appropriate content, clearer ratings, and stronger parental controls on streaming platforms. And I thought it was kind of too much on, especially with like the adult themes, drama, action, whatever theme genre of movies. Like everyone was just like showing that type of the lesbian couple, the gay couples, and everything. And then it got to the kids. I was just like, well, okay. To me, it's just like, what are you trying to push? What messaging are you trying to push, especially with the transgender stuff and everything around, you know, with pride? I don't know. I'm just witnessing all this stuff, and I have questions about it. And obviously, a lot of people have questions about it, especially, like, I don't know. Like, do your own thing. But at this point, it seems like you're just kind of pushing something. And a lot of people are seeing that. A lot of people are waking up to it. So that's just my thoughts. On January 5th, 2026, the CDC cut childhood vaccines from 17 to 11, limiting others to high-risk kids or case-by-case decisions. Critics, including pediatrician, warn of confusion and outbreaks. All vaccines remain covered through 2026, but access may be harder for some families. So I'm hearing it's still available. If you want to get it, go get it. But the fact that it's not on the childhood vaccines anymore and it's not being forced for kids to go to school is a win, okay? Let the science play its part, you know, get the studies out, because majority of these vaccines were just pushed into the public without any real scientific back to it. I don't know what these pharmaceuticals are doing, especially with a lot of aluminum, a lot of lead, a lot of mercury in this shit. And it's just causing a lot of, yeah, you know what I'm fucking saying? It's causing a lot of problems, specifically like autism. And, you know, dig deep into those scientific studies and stuff. If it is causing that, okay, roll it back. And that's just the way science is, that you just data after data after data, you're testing shit. You don't just put it out there and test it on the public and then, hey, okay. And it still continue on the market. And yeah, we just got to move on from this. It's a win for me. I don't know about anyone else. Comment below your thoughts on that. A viral Reddit post allegedly from a former DoorDash engineer accused the company of exploiting drivers and customers via secret algorithms. DoorDash CEO Tony Zhou called the claims false and inaccurate. News outlets and AI experts after confirmed the post was an AI-generated hoax. Have you heard that one?
No, but I don't get that. Like, what does it mean?
They're saying that when you pay for like a faster delivery, that is not necessarily a faster delivery. It's just an option to say, okay, $2 or something for extra for it to be fast. There's no difference or anything. And I don't know.
I can see that.
Like reading more about it,
I can see that probably being true, because how are you guaranteeing that it's more fat? You know what I mean? Like, okay, I get that.
Just in different algorithms with people with more. I don't know. You got to read into it. It's a Reddit post, but then again, he signed an NDA. Supposedly it's AI. I don't know. Maybe that person used AI because he had an NDA to speak out about it. And, you know, maybe it's true. Maybe it is. We don't know at this point. But, you know, these companies and corporations do this stuff to everyday people, and we just go along with it. There is no pushback unless, you know, someone speaks out and blowers it, and then we speak out about it, and now it's an issue. Now we want change and stuff. So it just takes that little spark of someone to speak out and actually do something about it and hold those people accountable, especially these companies that fucking drain us out of fucking money for what? For their pockets. Yeah, comment below anything on your thoughts about the stories. Yeah, it's just quickly mentioning stuff. Yeah.
That's you.
Yeah. Maduro. Okay, a lot to really get into this, okay, guys, because it's sparking a lot of situations, especially worldwide with China, Russia. But in January 2026, U.S. Special Forces executed a military operation dubbed Operation Absolute Resolve, storming a residence in Caracas to capture former Venezuelan President Nicolás Maduro and his wife, Celia Flores. Maduro was swiftly extradited to the United States, where he faces a 4-count indictment accusing him of narcos terrorism, conspiring with the FARC to flood the U.S. with cocaine, illegal possession, and conspiracy to possess machine guns and destructive devices. Maduro has pleaded not guilty, asserting his abduction and was illegal that he remains Venezuelan's legitimate president. His legal defense plans to challenge the extraterritorial nature of his arrest. The raid, which reportedly resulted in casualties, has ignited an international uproar. United Nations legal experts and international law scholars have condemned the operation as a violation of Venezuelans' sovereignty and head of state immunity, while China and Russia have denounced it as an illegal act of aggression. Politically, the U.S. has moved quickly to recognize Vice President Delcy Rodriguez as acting president, signaling a U.S. attempt to influence Venezuela's future leadership and control its resources. The case will likely set new precedents in international law and U.S. foreign policy as it unfolds over coming months. So the situation, yes, it's out of hand right now. We're just continue escalating, especially with nations that are getting oil from Venezuela, like China and Russia. There was recent news that U.S. Stole or hijacked a Russian oil tanker on the seas and stuff, but I'm hearing that it was empty. Yes, the situation it's crazy because if you really look back, I don't know, people are saying that at the time of the Biden administration, Nicolás Maduro was letting the prison out full of violent criminals and led them all the way into the U.S. And that situation during the elections, you hear those Venezuelan gangs and stuff taking over apartments.
Oh,
that was possibly that
yeah.
situation too.
I forgot all about that shit.
But we don't know for sure if that is even it. And there's ways that during the BRICS nation, there's all these nations that China, Brazil, Russia, India, China is trying to create a whole currency backed by oil, silver, gold, a different currency from the United States, because the United States right now, the money is backed by what? In my honest opinion, is by our labor, our working, and it's really nothing backed by anything. It's just paper money. That's why they keep printing. You guys think that our money is going to these wars and foreign nations and everything? It's going to the debt. They could just keep printing. That's why it's $39 trillion, because they're just going to continue to keep doing it. They don't give a shit about the inflation at this point. But Trump going into these countries to save face for us as a U.S., maybe a possibility. It is hella bad because they are a sovereign country, and yeah, it just looks bad on the world stage. And it's just going to cause even more escalation with a bigger, wider war with China and Russia. It's stuff that's going on in Europe already. A lot to come. This is just new. And talking offline, like the raid of this happened during the time they said that Epstein files, they were going to talk about the redactions and shit. But the raid happened, so we're not getting any info on that. So I don't know, coincidence maybe, or
The same files we told y'all weeks ago to
Yeah.
stop paying attention to because it wasn't going to tell you shit.
basically. Yeah, there's a lot to do with it, and especially with but okay, let me I said a lot, so let me get into Operation Absolute Resolve resulted in at least 12 casualties, including both Venezuelan security personnel and civilians. Yeah, a lot of people died. You guys think that was just an easy rush in and out? No, there was a legit gun battle against their securities. China and Russia issued joint statements condemning the raid, warning it destabilizes the regional security and violates international norms. The U.S. increased its reward after offer for Maduro's capture to $50 million by January 2026, reflecting high-profile status in global narcotics trade. So if the U.S. got them, are they just going to pocket the $50 million? Like, Jesus Christ. Legal analysis expect Maduro's case to reach the U.S. Supreme Court, focus on questions of presidential authority and head of state immunity. Following Maduro's capture, Venezuela's all exports to the U.S. and allied countries have been focal point in ongoing geopolitical negotiations. And when we talk about like the boats and shit that they were blowing up, and they were possibly just civilians going fishing and stuff, and we had no evidence of them actually shipping like drugs and stuff, that just, it's fishy. And they said, no, it's all about the drugs. But when you get really deep into it, it's all about the oil. It's all about the resources in that country that you took it away from China and Russia to get, a control of it. And Trump just like, nope, we got to do this. Let's get in there. And they fucking, I don't know, possibly, in my opinion, that I'm hearing, they probably threatened the vice president, Delcy Rodriguez, to like, hey, let us in. Or there's some, like the CIA threatens people and let us in, give us access to your resources, ship it up to U.S. And, okay, benefit to us Americans. hopefully, yeah, it does lower shit down for us because shit's hella high, and you know their shit is hella dirty, and the way they refine it is just complete trash at this point. But hopefully, it benefits those people too because it is a socialist communist country, and it's not very livable there, in my opinion.
It ain't gonna
I've
benefit
seen.
them.
I hope it. Yeah, but we don't know. We hope it is.
It's the United States we talking about. Do you really believe that?
I don't know.
Do you see the state of our own?
Oh, there you go. Thank you, Jess. Go ahead.
Do you see the state of our own country? And you think it's gonna benefit? They gonna benefit?
Yeah.
Let's be for real, y'all.
Yeah. You're right, Jess.
This is for the 1%.
It's a corporation. United States Corporation. What are they gonna do? Benefit what's for the business. If they need the resources and stuff and the money and to be really competitive on the national stage, they're gonna do whatever they want to do at this point. Yeah. Closing thoughts. Yeah, Jess, completely right. Our shit's terrible here. Roads, people, homelessness, inflation, shit's expensive, and then we're going to go out and do all this stuff. So that's why America First seems pretty damn good right now, for sure. Comment below your guys' thoughts on that. A lot to say about that. Yeah. You want to get it? Wait.
This is you.
Oh, yeah.
I got the next one after this.
So the Disney, even Stevens, if you guys didn't hear about this, did Universal fire Disney star for speaking up in January 2026? Stephen Anthony Lawrence, forever beans to even Stevens fans, alleged he was fired from Universal Studios Hollywood after reporting a suspected pedophile near children. Lawrence made his claim in a heartfelt Instagram post naming his boss and HR and declaring he never let his own child visit Universal. Universal Studios denied wrongdoing, saying an internal review found his concerns inaccurate and without merit, and reaffirmed that anti-retaliation policy. Social media exploded. Former coworkers called him difficult, while fans and some ex-employees supported him, sharing stories of alleged workplace retaliation. The result? A messy, polarized online debate. Is Lawrence a whistleblower or a problematic employee? Why did Universal's investigation clear themselves? Who's really telling the truth? How little consensus there is on workplace safety and big entertainment? Should whistleblowers fear for their jobs? The story is unresolved. Anything, Jess? I said a lot.
Yeah, the whistleblower should feel for their job, because when you really think about who's in charge of holding these people accountable, it's really themselves. You know what I mean? Like, it's like,
yeah. But they got a boss. That HR has a boss. That boss has a boss, and that other boss has a CEO.
money talks and bullshit walks. You understand? As long as they're $1 billion company, fear for your job. That's all I gotta say.
I mean, I don't see any. We'll see any defamation lawsuit because that is a serious allegation that he's putting on them. I could see it happen, like situations where a coworker feels a type of way about some little child pedophilia. In these parks, you know, you're just a bunch around with a bunch of kids, and you hear about this stuff at Disneyland, where there was a huge crime syndicate amongst the employees doing that shit. So it's not out the realm that they feel some type of way with little kids. I don't know if it's totally true, but maybe this is a wrongful fire or retaliation, like they said. I don't know. But there's definitely a debate about it. And you just...
I said it's going to be another he said, she said story.
Mm-hmm. And the co-stars, you know, of Even Steven, hopefully they come for his back, you know, just like Yeah, say like, or Shia LaBeouf says something, like, hey, he's probably speaking the truth. Yeah, I don't know.
He got his own shit to deal with. I don't know if he on.
Like, man. I keep pressing a freaking button, man. But a story trended in the top 10 on Reddit's entertainment that weekend. It broke. Lauren's Instagram post was liked by thousands, including fellow Disney alum Christy Carlson Romano. Who's that?
That's his co-star.
Who is that though?
That's Ren Stevens, the older sister.
Oh. Universal Studios anti-retaliation policy is publicly posted and was referenced in their official statement. Lawrence's previous job as a mall Santa went viral in 2025, reflecting the unusual post-Disney career path. Universal Studios faced a similar whistleblower controversy in 2019 related to Lawrence. I don't know. No one knows. But damn, yeah, she was kind of. She looks good, yeah. She looks young. Yeah, that Christy Carlson. What's her name? Ren? Yeah.
Ren Stevens. Yeah.
Comment below you guys' thoughts. What do you guys think about that? Yes, there's a whole conversation about this. Like, is he wrong? Retaliation. Yeah, it's from the heart. If you're a good person and you don't want to see that shit happen, and you look down upon, because morality wise, you look down upon people that prey on little kids, you would want to speak out. But then, people nowadays don't want to, because the threat of their own jobs, their own sanity, their own reputation and stuff gets, yeah.
People kind of have a second thought about it these days, because it's like, if I do this, is anything going to come from this? Is it going to stop anything? Is it going to change anything? Or is it just going to affect my life and everything is going to go on as usual? I think that's a lot of the things that people think about now. And they just kind of,
Yeah. Well, do the right thing. That's positive note. Like, do the right thing. Who cares? Go fucking find another job at this point. But like, you want to do the right thing morality wise and speak out about it, even if you're not going to be heard by millions of people, because Steven, he had a background and people loved him for Mr. Beans, and hear him out for sure. But I don't know. After this last story on Viral View, we'll react to January 7, 2026. 2 distinct viral videos involving ICE agents in Minneapolis have sparked significant national controversy and local unrest. Hit that like button, share, and subscribe button. It's very much appreciated. Let's move on.
Alcohol consumption in the U.S. has dropped to its lowest level in decades. Just 54% of adults drink, with women's rates falling 11 points in a year. Gen Z is even more abstinent. Only 50% drink, and half of young Americans now skip alcohol. The trend isn't just American. Global drinking patterns are sliding, and the industry is feeling it. Constellation Brands sales have dropped to $2.22 billion, and wine and
Spirit.
Is it really called spirits?
Yeah.
I never understood that. Could fall by up to 20% this year. Why the decline? Money is a big damn factor. You hear me? Nearly half of Americans say they're cutting back to save. Health warnings matter too, with most now believing even moderate drinking is risky. U.S. spirits exports to Canada plunged 85% in 2025, while non-alcoholic beverages are booming, up 67% since 2022. Craft distilleries are closing, and even brands like Jim Beam are pausing production. Meanwhile, non-alcoholic drinks and zebra striping are shaping new habits with 830 billion wiped from alcohol companies since 2021. Is this the end of drinking culture as we know it? Maybe. Shit, people too poor to be paying for that.
Yeah, and it's not like I mean, like, for younger generation, it doesn't seem like something. I don't know. It's like outdated at this point. Like for us, when we were younger, you know, it was something that everyone fucking did every weekend, or you know, there was a thing that everyone wanted to do because they see other people doing it. But nowadays, you see, you see it a lot. A lot of people are drinking. The younger generation sees that and is like, oh no, I don't want to do that. It's kind of like, you know, so it kind of like died down from each generation, from each grade in high school, middle school, and stuff. It's like whatever at this point.
And also, I feel like that's also like a result of, you know, I think we talked about it some episodes ago of club culture also kind of dying. Mm-hmm. People don't do that the same anymore either. And what do people do when they go to the club? They drink. So when people aren't filling the clubs anymore, you know, that contributes to the statistics. So I think everybody too stressed for all that. I don't think people be stress drinking no more. Do people still be alcoholics? They still do that? Or is that outdated?
You're still alcoholic, bro? Really?
We vape now.
You really got alcohol like that? And you're like, and I get it. Like people use it as a suppression tool or something, like weed, cocaine, whatever. But I think nowadays people just need to wake up and understand that you can't suppress that shit anymore. That you have to focus on yourself, be positive, work on yourself, go through the bad, and then come out way better and not suppressing it. That which alcohol has done, weed, drugs has done, suppressing yourself. So, in a good way, like people are waking up, saying, "Hey, you know, I don't want to suppress this. I want to be aware of what's going on. I want to pay attention to things. I want to be in my feelings and not suppress it all the time and work on myself because, yeah, life is just one big game. Normally, play the video game. Yeah, beer.
We on hard mode,
bruh. Man, we went through some shit, millennials, bro.
Can I get the easy mode? I want that one.
Easy mode. Hell no.
With hella lives too.
And hella money, like unlimited.
Yeah. Give me the cheat codes.
You gotta build up for that. You gotta build character. You know what I mean? But beer is still the most popular alcohol, but its lead has shrunk, and men are now twice as likely as women to choose it. Wine has seen an unprecedented 30-year consumption low in the U.S. The number of Americans who believe moderate drinking is bad for health doubled since 2018. Even that, like, it is bad for your health. Regardless if you try to defend it and shit, it's bad for your health. It's carcinogen. It's boiling. I don't know. Just my thoughts. Like it's boiling up your stomach and killing cells, and you know your cells is. If you drink it every day, your cells aren't gonna regenerate, and you know it needs to regenerate and stuff.
Killing them kidneys.
The Jim Beam paused production for a year as its flagship Kentucky distillery. So 82% of 10th graders reported abstaining from alcohol, cannabis, nicotine 25, highest in a record too. Again, you know, it's just changing culture, and it's a cultural shifting thing that, a new generation coming out is not seeing this as a thing to do. They want more experience, hanging out with friends, going to these pop-ups and stuff, and yeah.
Even the big distillery in the Bay Area.
I was
just call it. Yeah, Budweiser. They're closing. That's been open for a long time, but they have called it quits.
And then nowadays, like, you're still drinking. You're alcoholic. You drink every day. Every day. You need help, my guy. Casual, like once a week and once a get together. Okay, I get it. Drink here, let it loose. But you're drinking every fucking day, dude. No, I'm sorry. You gotta cut it. You gotta cut it at this point. Stop drinking every day. Yeah, that's the positive note. Deal with your feelings. Stop trying to suppress it and shit in this day and age. Anything? Problem solving?
You hit the nail on the head, my boy.
Yeah. Comment below your thoughts on that. Especially you young Gen Z people. Let us know. What do you guys think about this? For sure. Viral views reacting to videos from the interwebs. A widely circulated video shows the fatal shooting of a 37-year-old Renee Nicole Good, a mother of 3 and U.S. citizen during a federal immigration operation in South Minneapolis. Should we see the most recent one? Or
yeah, but
might
as well watch the most recent one that everybody's seen.
Okay. So yeah, this one was released today that I've seen today, and it gives a good up close of Renee and the officers and the vehicle. So
That's fine, dude. I'm not mad at you. Show your face. I'm not mad at you. That's okay. We don't change our plates every morning, just so you know. It'll be the same plate when you come talk to us later. That's fine. U.S. citizen, former fucking veteran. You want to come at us? You want to come at us? I say go get yourself some lunch, big boy. Go ahead.
Out of the car. Get out of the fucking car. Get out of the car.
Whoa!
and yeah, you know the rest because it's been going viral. Okay, my thinking, don't ever put yourself in that situation. I get it. You think you're trying to, do good for a bunch of minority people that are being trampled, and you feel like your rights are being trampled, but you have kids of your own, and, thinking logically, if you want to be around for very long, just don't obstruct on shit like that. Like on a point where you just put yourself in that situation at this point, because obviously cops don't give a shit. They don't. Clearly right there, they felt threatened. They seem like you were gonna run them over, and they're gonna do whatever they're gonna do to protect themselves. They have the guns. Come on, people. I know that yeah, as a person, I wouldn't want to go shoot. I would jump out of the way, of course, and because I'm not willing to shoot someone like that. Okay, even I don't know. Okay, I'm not in that situation, but at this point, it's just like it's controversy, and it's a conversation that. Come on, Jess.
I mean, it's not funny, but I agree with what Dolly said with not putting yourself in that situation, especially if you have children, simply because we know how these people get down. We know how ICE agents get down, and like he said, they don't give a damn. We've seen it for the past year. They don't care. They don't give a damn. They don't care if you're a U.S. citizen. They don't care if you're an immigrant. If you are in their way, they'll do what they need to do. Period. They're going to do that. So, yes, if you can avoid putting yourself in line with these people that obviously don't care and haven't really been facing any consequences,
expect
you know what I mean? Like, was his reaction right? I don't think so. Hell no. Because even watching the video very quickly, you could tell the lady was trying to make a U-turn and get up out of there. Because the dude was like, get out of the fucking car. She was like, okay, I got to get the fuck home. So was the right reaction to shoot into the car? I don't think so. I honestly don't see how that would have helped him anyway. It wouldn't have stopped her from driving. Like, you just shot a person that's foot is on the gas. And if they're dead, their foot is going to remain on the gas. I wasn't going to help you any type of way by shooting them, you know? But, and that shit is unfortunate as hell.
Yeah.
But
it's sad.
And we're not going, you know what I mean? Like, still, it's just, still what Dolly said, just, we've seen how they get down for months. They don't care.
Nope.
They don't care. Like, messing with them in that way is just.
And for the people that say, oh, they're blocking the ICE agents, okay, but still, like, again, don't put yourself in that situation. You're obstructing whatever they're doing. Just, there's nothing much you can do. I know you guys think you're doing something great for the world and community and for America doing that, but it's not much that you could really do. Now I'm gonna get to the nitty-gritty, because you're a U.S. citizen. You're a second-class citizen. You can't even own freaking guns without a license. They have immunity at this point. You don't think that cop is gonna get away with this? You have the president, the vice president, you have the secretary, whatever, of war, Kristi Noem, backing him, the whole government backing that guy, and they're already defending him, saying, yeah, you know what I mean. At the end of the day, there's not much you could really do.
We understand the outrage. You know what I mean? Like, we get it. And like you said, but putting yourself in harm's way with people that don't care. They really just don't care. Like you said, they damn near have immunity. They don't give a damn. They don't. They don't care. You just got to kind of think of the bigger picture. You have kids. You know what I mean? How much are you know what I mean? Like, as a collective, everybody is fighting against them. You know what I mean? They don't agree with what's going on. But you got to pick and choose your battles. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's just unfortunate as hell.
You want to get in the distraction part real quick? Like, it's possibly a distraction from a lot of things that's going on in the
Absolutely.
world.
There's so much stuff going on right now. And it's like how things like this have gone in the past. There's going to be one side that feels a way and another side that feels one way, and they're never going to come to an agreement. That's not going to happen. And like we've talked about in the past, half the time y'all are arguing with bots. They're bots. More of y'all may be on the same page than you know it, but you don't understand how many bots are online, how many fabricated people are there to argue with you and keep your attention on BS that's called the media being controlled. You don't think that includes social media? You're arguing with a robot. You notice how they just seem so heartless, no emotion? More than half the time those are bots you're arguing with. Please, people, focus on what's going on. You feel how you feel about it and stand on how you feel about it. But there's crazy stuff going on, and they're like, oh, this is a perfect distraction. Absolutely. Let them argue about this for the next 2 weeks while we do this under the rug.
Fuck, dude, yeah. Fuck. Focus on yourself. Stay out of trouble. Me and Jess grew up just staying low because we knew if we put ourselves in harm's way, we're going to get harmed. Spiritual wise, for me, I used to be that person. I used to be like arguing with hella people online, giving my energy to that person, fucking long forms of shit, just like, and then when you start working on yourself and understanding that energy is very transmuted to other people, especially online, you're just giving your energy all the fucking time to that person. It's not worth it.
It's not. And like we said, half the time, it's not even another person. And even if it was a person, they feel how they're going to feel and you feel how you're going to feel. And 9 times out of 10, you're not going to come to an agreement. You're wasting your time. That's just what it is. You're wasting your time. Don't waste your energy on people that don't feel how you feel. You better off surrounding yourself with people that feel the same way. And then you can have positive conversations about what you guys can come up with and do moving forward. Don't waste your time on people that don't care to see your point of view or figure out a better solution. They just want to argue and rage bait you. Don't waste your time on those people. Waste your time, get with people that see like you see.
And that energy should be amongst community. Regardless, stop putting shit online. Talk to your fucking neighbors about it and stuff. And most of the time, you guys will be on the same level of conversation. Like, literally, that's it. It's community, dude. It's literally just community. And you going online is just not worth the shit at all. Watch it, read the comments, but don't fucking give it its energy. You're just fueling the fire of division. Damn, let me... Oh. Yeah. Okay. Comment below your guys' thoughts on that. Yes, it's sad for sure. That's it. We're back, and we're gonna continue to keep pushing. We're about to come up to our second year. Just gotta keep pushing. We've been talking about it. AI is coming around the corner. What else are you gonna do? Keep pushing, guys. Whatever you're gonna figure out that you want to do, just do it. Do it now. Stop fucking waiting. Do it now. This is the time to do it now. This is the year of the horse. Keep pushing. Okay. Positive, Jess? Anything?
That's it, y'all.
Yeah.
Be safe out there. It's a crazy world we living in.
Mm-hmm.
It's 2026. Start your year off, hopefully on a good note.
Yes, please.
Take control. Try your best to take control of your life and adapt with the forever changing ways that's going on right now.
Right. DM on all of our socials or tap into our email, lcsnation@yahoo.com. If you want to join the show, if you want to just message us, any topics, stories that you want to bring up that we could possibly do the next episode, let me know. Let us know. Okay. Stay current on the latest sports, celebrity, and culture news. Hit that like button, share this video with a friend, and follow the channel. Tap the notification bell so you never miss a new video. We're dropping fresh content every week. Positive note, positive post. You already know what success is for you. Just close your eyes, take 10 minutes, and visualize what success is to you. I did this on Ivy. I'm like, she's doing something right now. I'm like, okay. Imagine yourself 10 years later on. Imagine big. What do you want to be? Dream big, for sure. Dream big. It doesn't even matter at that point. Just get it started. And that you have acknowledged what that means to you. The secret is take action on those steps and literally just live it. You'll figure shit out down in the road, okay? Just fucking start at this point. Have a great rest of your week. Thanks for being here. Stay blessed. See y'all next weekend. Peace out.